feel so... Hello! Welcome back to our channel.
This is the start of a new vlog.
Yep. This is a new vlog, beach house vlog. Yeah.
Lent weekend beach house. And as you can see, we just got ourselves a little delicious breakfast from Sprouts.
We were really wanting
Had to restrain ourselves from getting pokey because that's not Lent vibes.
We really wanted to get it, but... And we went to Mass this morning. It was really nice, Mass. And then...
Also, there's nothing like praying rosaries and just gazing out at the ocean.
It's just a perfect, beautiful day right now. No wind, glassy water, blue sky, 70-degree sun.
The sun is shining. It's clean, and we are
getting out of here. Okay. Also, we're going to be filming another podcast today. If you haven't watched our podcasts recently, you should watch them because you should. They're good.
I'd say they're pretty good.
They're fun.
They're fun to film. I like them.
So
also, if my eyes look a little weird, it's because I put on mascara yesterday and I don't think it fully came off because I don't have, like... Actually, I do have cleanser now that I think about it. I just didn't take it out of my bag.
So I was just rubbing my eyes and trying to get it off, and I don't think it worked.
But yeah, let's have a vibes weekend.
Hey, get over here.
So beautiful. Pony twist.
Okay, trying to tie a... Wait, then we'll get down to it.
I'm gonna have to give my review later.
This is why you guys won't get famous. You guys are started. You die one way or the other until you get it.
Paradise for real. We're gonna be getting going in about 4 hours, and just want to say hi to the vlog.
Hi vlog. The vlog that I'm getting my own episode.
Yeah, Paige is getting her own episode on the podcast because we left out so many details on our core memories, especially about the beach house.
Back when we lived together.
Back when we lived here almost all of the time. Look at the perfectly blue sky. What a perfect day. What a perfect day. What's that from?
What?
What a perfect day. What a perfect day. It's so iconic beach weekend over.
Time to go home.
Yay. love the beach, but I also love my home.
Harbor House. Success. Great burgers.
There it is. Bye-bye. Hello. And goodbye. Wait, isn't this the ending clip? Yeah, and goodbye. Hope you enjoyed this video. I sure did enjoy making it because that weekend was absolutely iconic. Everything I wanted it to be, and more. And just spending hours editing it has just been like reliving it. It's great. It was a great time. But we're gonna do some high-low, God-mo, buffalo moment for the weekend. I'm gonna do my high. So my high's gonna be a little bit of a cop-out because the weekend was so great, but the thing that I'm saying specifically as my high is just touching base, kind of reliving all those iconic things that we used to do at the beach house when we were little, like dancing in the courtyard, boogie boarding in the water, taking walks all the way down. It felt like I was back in my childhood. Because I guess we don't really talk about this a lot on our channel, but when we were little, when we first started homeschooling, we were going to the beach house a lot, like for months at a time, and our Paige would come over, her cousin, and we would just do all those things with her, and then we were doing them again as adults, and it's just like, yeah, it felt like I was in a movie, when they like do the transition and they're old, but they're doing the exact same thing. That's what it felt like. Yeah, like in line in Mufasa when they're like fighting each other and they're growing up throughout the song. Yeah, that's how it felt. Yeah, and also just Paige coming over all day and like just chilling with us. Just chilling, because it's literally what we used to do. We used to see each other every day. Our cousin, she would come over every day and we would do stuff like that. But my high is going specifically the first day Paige came over and we went on a really long walk. she's shaking her head right now because it is that 3 miles. That long. Okay, it's pretty long. But we walked all the way down to the end of the road on the beach, and then we just like caught up, and it was really fun. And then we came back and went in the water and had lunch and sat on the deck. Just that whole little part of the day was super nice, and I just really enjoyed it. I could go further and say that whole day was just my high, because then she invited her friend over, which they're like two peas in a pod, her and her friend, which shout out to Paige's friend Violet, made the evening great. They taught us how to line dance, and we had like a really nice dinner, which you guys saw this, but we had a nice family dinner on the deck, and it was just a beautiful, not too chilly beach night, and we were dancing and having just a good time. So that whole day was just my high of the trip. And then my low was Sunday morning when I tried to take a nap, and it was so hot outside. This is kind of like first world problem low, but it was so hot that I couldn't nap. So then I just had to get up and go in the ocean. But like I was super tired because I'd gotten sunburned the day before and just like soaked in so much sun that I was like tired from the heat. That was like my low. Yeah, so it was hard to find lows, so that's why these lows are kind of like, okay, whatever. Yeah, but because that whole trip was just a gift from God. So my low is just getting absolutely cooked by the sun. I did not put on any sunscreen. You'd think I would have learned by now to put on sunscreen when you're at the beach, especially when it's like the UV was like reaching 10. Yeah, it was super high, and I put sunscreen on my face but not on my body, and I was just in my bathing suit laying in the sun, so I got absolutely seared like a steak, and my whole body so red, and my legs, and I had my Winky bathing suit on, which is like little shorts, so I have a stupid little short tan line now. But that's what I get for not putting on sunscreen. Me too. I have that kind of too, but I didn't get as bad sunburn as you did, except for on my face. I got a bad sunburn on my face. But my God-mo was it's not really specific to this trip. It's kind of just recently kind of started happening during this trip. I started reading the Diary of St. Faustina, and it's really just been penetrating my life and inspiring me, but also just like making me realize the gravity of life, and like how serious every action you do is, and how bad sin is, and how everything you do can help you become a saint a little bit more. And it's just a really inspiring, hard-hitting, edifying book to read. All those words. Yeah, it is. And I already read this book, and I remember actually reading it and thinking Taylor needs to read this because I could just tell that it would be really suited to her spiritual life. but I wrote down some quotes when I read it, and now that Chell was reading it, I was going back and looking at those quotes, and just most of the ones I wrote down were about how her just saying like, live every moment as it comes and take advantage of this moment. There is no past, there's no future. Just take advantage of this moment to make it
and just
best
like all
and-
the
and-
stuff about God's
give it to God.
mercy and how merciful God is, and like the greater the sinner, the more deserving you are of His mercy. It's really touching.
Yeah, and it really emphasizes how it's like it's not about you or really your efforts. It's like it's all just God, and
it's not
you
about
just
your
have to-
accomplishments. It's about the intention, or like
Mhm.
or the intention, or like the what you put into the
Mhm.
accomplishments. Like, it doesn't matter if you get anything done. It
Mhm.
matters about your intention toward God.
And that's it's definitely a shift in going from like worldly thinking of thinking like
get an A on this exam, like stuff like that, to I just have to try my best
or
for
like
God.
you go to work to get money, you have to do a good job, or you do school so that you can get an A, or you whatever. Like everything you do is to accomplish something, but then
It's like a direct accomplishment, but if I'm not doing something with a good intention and it's still a good thing, it doesn't matter. But if I'm doing something with a good intention and it's low-key like a trash, not that good of a sacrifice or something, it's way better, and like God likes it way more, you know?
Yeah, because he knows everything about you. I remember also the quote of like, even if you don't know what you're doing, which right now I'm kind of at a point in my life where I don't really know what I'm doing with my life, and like I'm not fully sure what my life is going to look like, and I feel like at this age a lot of people
when you're
they're
just starting,
facing-
like you're doing GEs and you're like, you haven't really gotten into the program you're doing yet, or whatever, you haven't started your job, and you're still thinking like, is this what I'm supposed to be doing?
Yeah. So, and I remember one part she talks about how it doesn't matter, just do what you're doing and offer it to God, and God will love that just as much as if you know exactly what you're doing. Yeah, I highly recommend that book. You should read it if you haven't already. It's basically like the Bible of mercy.
Yeah.
But anyway, this isn't a podcast, and we're kind of getting long-winded. But this vlog was pretty short, so I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit more.
Oh yeah, buffalo. I thought of a buffalo, but it's escaping me.
My God-mo. Wait, I didn't say my God-mo. My God-mo was that April 6th was National Acai Day, and we went and got acai, and we didn't even know it was National Acai Day. And then I realized the day after, like, oh, yesterday was National Acai Day, and we got acai. And we don't get acai very often, so
Yeah,
that was just
and the acai was
little
like
God-mo.
better than ever.
Oh, and that's
This
my
is her
buffalo.
We tried
pitaya in our acai bowl, and it was very
bomb.
tasty. It's basically pitaya. If you don't know, it's just
Dragon fruit?
another word for dragon fruit, and it's hot pink, and it's basically like sorbet. It's really tasty.
So delish. I think that's all for this video.
You didn't have a buffalo?
I was trying to remember it, but I can't remember it. I can't.
My other buffalo?
Oh, my buffalo is that I got depressed at the end of the trip because I the whole trip I was binge reading Penderwick's at Point Moot, which is like a middle grade series, one of the books in the series, and I was saving it for the beach because it's set at a beach, so the vibes were just matching perfectly. It was giving me exactly what I needed to give, and for that vacation.
And
I just love those books. They're so wholesome and pure and like cute and family vibes.
I love books like that. I was reading the Vanderbeekers, which is kind of along the same line.
Yeah, we're just a bunch of siblings that are close together in age, just being like sibling vibes. I love that. And then I just get this after every time I finish a good book, where I get like book depression, and I was getting that at the end of the trip, and I was just like, I'm sad. I don't want to be done with that book. But it's okay because I'm still reading Rose and Bloom. I'm reading 3 different books right now, so.
And I was actually reading Vanderbeekers, and it was Vanderbeekers to the Rescue, and that book starts on April 4th, and it goes to April 6th. So I was reading it on the days that it's taking place. So that was also very perfect. And it's like spring family vibes, which is exactly what we were having. But
okay,
we also wanted to make a little announcement. We are not going to be
posting next week
uploading
because it is Holy Week, and we just want to take some time to recollect. Also, this is usually the week where we do spring cleaning and just refresh our souls and our life for God and for Easter. We won't be posting because just have to fully detach next week and get ready.
Yeah, so don't expect a podcast or a vlog. We might film,
Also,
miss
distance
some
makes
Holy
the
Week and stuff.
heart grow fonder. Go rewatch some of our other podcasts. I know we're clogging your feed lately, but they're all funny. And our last podcast. I think you need to watch till the end because I put that New York Minute reference in, and I just think it's so good. If you have watched the end of this video, you really
Are a real one.
You really are a real one.
You should comment because you're a real one.
Mm-hmm. You should, and
we
I hope you
really, really
guys-
appreciate every single one of you.
Mhm.
Just remember
and
that.
we really appreciate comments, even though no one listens in comments. Even when we say this, we
I think
love
it's because
comments.
sometimes we don't respond enough. Which that's one of my Pascal Tide resolutions is to respond more to comments and to texts.
So please comment, please subscribe. We really are stuck at 644 subscribers.
So if you could shoot us up to 1,000, that would be really good.
Yeah, that would be some great motivation to keep going. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking around.
See ya.